Don't forget to subscribe to Sapphic Mist Stories for new romantic stories.
That evening the fog descended upon the small coastal town, thicker and softer than ever before, as if a huge warm blanket had gently wrapped the entire world. The old wooden house on the hill stood like the only warm beacon in the middle of this endless white haze. Leah stood by the large living room window on the second floor, slowly tracing delicate invisible patterns on the cold glass with her fingertip. She had just finished unpacking all her art supplies, sketchbooks, paints and clothes in the farthest room with the best view of the misty sea, and now she simply watched as the thick fog gracefully danced around the old street lamps. Her long silver platinum hair was loosely tied back with a few soft strands falling gently around her face, and her large emerald green eyes reflected the warm glow of the lamp. Fog had always been her safe place. It hid her from the noisy world and allowed her to breathe freely without pressure. But tonight something felt quietly different, warmer and more unsettling at the same time. Downstairs in the kitchen, the comforting sounds of life filled the air: soft laughter, the gentle clink of ceramic mugs, and the pleasant hum of voices. Freya Ellis had returned from her flower shop earlier than usual, carrying a large beautiful bouquet of fresh white lilies as a housewarming gift for her new housemates. Her long honey golden hair cascaded softly over her shoulders, catching the warm kitchen light, and her bright green eyes sparkled with pure genuine happiness. Even when she accidentally dropped one lily onto the wooden floor, she laughed brightly, picked it up, and called upstairs with her warm melodic voice, "Leah, sweetie, please come down. I made hot chocolate with cinnamon and marshmallows, and I added a little lavender just the way you like it. You're going to love it." Riley Knox leaned against the kitchen counter with her arms crossed, a small soft smirk playing on her lips as she watched Freya move around so cheerfully. Her short dark bob haircut was slightly messy from the wind outside, and her cool grey-blue eyes carried that familiar mix of tiredness and quiet affection. She had spent the whole day taking photographs in the thick fog and had only just returned. "Freya, you're always so full of sunshine, even when the world outside is nothing but grey mist. It's kind of scary in the best possible way," she said quietly, her voice low and warm. Freya turned around with a soft smile and wrapped her arms around Riley from behind, resting her chin gently on her shoulder. "I'm just really happy that we are all here together now. This old house already feels like home. Can you feel how warm it is, even with these creaky old walls?" Leah finally descended the old wooden stairs, her steps light and a little hesitant. She stopped on the last step when she saw Freya hugging Riley so naturally. A strange warm feeling bloomed inside her chest, not exactly jealousy, but a quiet longing mixed with tenderness. She had always been the quiet observer, but these two girls had slowly started pulling her out of her shell over the past 2 weeks. Freya noticed her immediately and beamed, waving her over enthusiastically. "Leah, come join us, we've been waiting for you." She quickly poured a third mug of hot chocolate and slid it across the wooden table. "I made yours exactly how you like it. Extra lavender and just a touch of vanilla." Riley pulled out the chair between them with a small nod. "Sit down, you look like you need something warm." Leah sat down between the two girls, wrapping her cold hands around the hot mug. For the first time that evening, a real soft and genuine smile appeared on her lips. Outside the window, the fog grew even denser, turning the whole world into a quiet, peaceful dream, while inside the kitchen everything felt incredibly cozy and safe. The three of them sipped their chocolate and talked for a long time. Freya shared cheerful stories from her flower shop about how an elderly woman bought a bouquet for her wife of 43 years and cried happy tears right at the counter. Riley listened with her gentle smirk, occasionally adding dry but kind comments that made both girls laugh softly. Leah spoke quietly about her drawing from earlier that day, describing how she had tried to capture the feeling that something beautiful and important was hidden deep inside the thick fog. Time passed without them noticing. When the old clock quietly struck 11, Freya suddenly reached out and took both Leah's and Riley's hands in her own. Her touch was warm, gentle and full of care. "You know, I never thought living with other people could feel this peaceful and right at the same time. It's like the fog brought us here for a reason." Leah's heart skipped a beat. She looked down at their joined hands and felt a rush of warmth she couldn't quite name yet. Riley gently squeezed Freya's fingers and replied in her low, steady voice, Yeah, me neither, but right now sitting here with both of you in this old house surrounded by fog, it feels exactly like where I'm supposed to be. They stayed in the kitchen much longer, talking quietly as the fog outside became heavier and thicker. Something new, tender and incredibly beautiful was slowly awakening between the three of them. Later that night, Leah returned to her room and stood by the window for a long time. She drew 3 intertwined lines on the foggy glass with her finger and whispered softly to herself, "Maybe, just maybe this time I don't have to hide anymore." Freya placed one perfect white lily in a small vase on her windowsill and smiled while watching the mist swirl outside. Riley went down to the basement, turned on her small lamp, and took several photos of the empty kitchen table with 3 half-empty mugs. She stared at the picture for a long moment before captioning it with one single word, "home." For the first time in many years, that word felt completely true for all 3 of them. The night continued quietly in the foggy coastal town, and inside the old house on the hill 3 hearts began to slowly, carefully and beautifully intertwine with one another. None of them knew yet how deep and meaningful this connection would become, but each already felt in her own quiet way that they had finally found something precious and warm in the mist.